If I had $1,000,000.
Million.
Can we put like a big million banner on the screen right now?
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if my editing is
Dollars.
Okay, we'll try it.
I'll try. Oh, I hit my watch on the table.
Mm.
All right, boys.
Oh.
Ooh. What we got going on today, gentlemen? Looks like it's another podcast, and we got somebody down. Am I looking at him? Am I looking?
No, you're not. You gotta look at the camera.
Am I looking at him right now? There he is. AQ Markets in the building.
That's right. Make some noise.
All right, guys. So this is another episode of the Weekly Commute.
Welcome.
What was that?
Welcome.
Thanks, Zachary. Thank you for that. So we got a special guest in the building.
Whoa.
Introduce yourself for everyone.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ayaan, and I run a non-car YouTube channel called AQ Markets. It is bringing you the latest and greatest in finance news, how it impacts our markets, and how we could potentially profit from it. It's kind of nerdy, but, if you want to make more money through the stock market, you should totally subscribe.
Good info on that channel.
That's horrible. We invest in parts that are gonna significantly ruin our life.
Look,
Like
Ayaan entering this podcast has raised the IQ by like 30 points. So the average IQ has been raised by
so
his
like 60
presence.
now.
But the cool factor is just to the ground. So we're gonna have to make up for it somehow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm also a car fanatic, though. By the way, guys, just
he's like almost a car guy. Like almost.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he
yeah.
almost is like a
like,
car enthusiast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So-
can kind of drive stick shift, sort of.
We told y'all as we grow. Now that we got 11 viewers from 10, we gotta
This
have
is our
more people in
official
here.
1 month.
Dang.
So yeah, this is the fourth podcast. So, just real quick again, my name is Volkan. I run Velocity Crew.
Perfect. I'm Zach. I run Cool Cars for Sale.
I'm Armand.
And I don't have a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel. I gave you the link.
Oh yeah, I linked it.
Videos.
Hold on. I have it, dude. I'm here. I'm out here.
Whoa, ayo.
Good. Hey.
Yeah, there's nothing in that camera. It's blank.
Yeah, you're right, though. You're right. Batteries right here.
All right. So like I said, this another episode of the Weekly Commute, and we have an interesting topic today. So since Ayaan's joined us, and we're all in quarantine fever right now, we're just let's be honest, not doing a whole lot except daydreaming. So what do people usually daydream about, boys?
The cars.
Cars.
Dream garage.
What can we buy with money we don't have?
Pretty much.
You nailed it on the head, as if we planned to talk about this topic ahead of time.
Allegedly.
Look at his eyes. They went like.
Wow.
He got the clingy eyes for a second. But anyway, yeah, so today's topic, we're going to talk about if I had $1,000,000.
Million.
Can we put like a big million banner on the screen right now?
We'll see. I don't know if my editing is
Dollars.
Okay, we'll try it.
I'll try to put some like dollar bills, all
All
around
right,
the thing.
make it rain.
Make it rain.
Yeah. Oh, I got an idea.
Man. One
Yeah,
Whoa, he's got a
Benji.
Yeah. Hey, aren't you supposed to invest in the market? You shouldn't be having cash on you right now.
AQ Markets.
Caught red-handed.
Anyway,
Well, the banks are closed. Okay, anyway.
So the whole, here are the rules. So you have $1 million fake dollars. It's not well, maybe in your imagination it may be a real thing, right? So you have $1 million. Which cars would you buy with $1 million? It's very open-ended. We didn't put any rules to it. The rule is million. So if you want to mod your car, if you want to buy a modded car, if you want to buy 10 cars, if you want to buy one car, it's all fair game. If you had $1 million, but you only have to spend it on cars-related stuff, not counting maintenance, not counting insurance, taxes, or anything like that. We're just going off of values that you can more or less find on Auto Trader or something, right? So we more or less ballparked it. We'll just think we're really good negotiators.
I got it to the exact number, so.
Shrewd
Yeah.
negotiating.
So exactly. So shout out to Ed Bullion for shrewd negotiating.
Please accept my
advice.
friend request, please.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Oh,
totally
he'll-
watch this, so
Yeah,
he'll
he's-
accept it after this.
Well,
video,
Zach's
for
friends
sure.
with him. There you go. So Zach just
Yeah, I
sent
sent
True.
him my video.
They're
He's
pretty
the
much
only
besties.
he's the only one that disliked it.
All right. So why don't we? Why doesn't Ayaan go first? He's our distinguished guest today. So Ayaan, you're the money man. Ayaan, what would you do with $1 million per car? This is very interesting.
All right, so let's get this clear. When I get my first million, let's not say if.
Ooh.
We're gonna say when. All right.
Can I buy the ebook? Can I buy the ebook?
Yeah,
when
that's
that
right.
happens?
Ebook out never. But anyway,
Ooh.
all right. I picked a bunch of cars and they have different purposes. I don't think they mentioned this yet, but I'm a huge Datsun fan. I literally wanted to buy a Datsun my whole life, and I got my first job, and then I ended up buying it. So the first car on the list is a Datsun 240Z 1973, and I added this at $50,000. And the reason is because obviously you can get one for like 20 to 30. I personally got mine under that range because I'm a shrewd negotiator.
Do you have a picture, perhaps?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we could. I'll make it my background. Actually, this is some high tech technology right now. Virtual background, car.
Okay, fantastic.
Close.
We can't see it.
How about now?
You can see it, but yeah, there you go.
Check that out, guys. That is my car.
Just get out of the picture altogether, and then you'll have it.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, so this is the actual car I have now. In order to make it like tip-top condition, and I'm talking like this is a numbers matching car, so I'm not gonna swap it. That's for another discussion. But I want to put Mikuni triple carbs. I want Watanabe wheels straight out of Japan. I want to put top of the line suspension, so like arguably Techno Toy tuning is it. And I would probably also just do like a complete restoration on all the internal parts and the interior and like inside the engine bay, all that stuff. There's no rust on it, which is good, but just like give it a nice clean. So I total that out to $50,000.
Wow.
That's fair.
All right, so that's my first car. Second car, everyone likes to go fast. That's a fact. So let's get a car that is just ridiculously powerful. And that is a twin turbo Huracan from UGR. Now, here's my logic. You can get a Huracan for $200,000. I don't think that's arguable, is it?
No. Yeah, you can definitely.
All right. The 1,000 horsepower pack at UGR is $100,000. So I put that at $300,000 total. So that's like my ridiculously fast car. You want to go 150 to 200 in Mexico? Let's do it.
One
Okay.
bad thing with that.
Ayaan, do you have a picture of this car?
Oh, that's right. We're doing that.
Man, you're really
Slacking.
you're awesome at this.
Dude, I'm new at podcasting, guys. Jeez.
Your
Look
side.
at okay.
Oh,
so
now he's sharing screen. Oh.
Oh,
There it is.
cartel
Look at that.
funds. That's an L.
Look at
That's
that.
an L for cartel funds, but it's fine.
I don't know the difference. I just went on Google Images. Okay, look at the turboculars right there.
No,
Look at
those are some twin turboculars if I've ever seen them.
that.
But
Turboculars.
you only do the 1,000 horsepower package.
Okay, so you're at $350,000.
I'm at $350,000. All right, so let's get to the next topic of discussion. So obviously, JDM fan. And what is the holy grail of JDM?
It's
So the
Supra
Supra.
or GTR.
All right, so the tall guy was right.
Nissan
So-
Polestar.
We are actually, contrary to popular belief, we're going to do an R32 GT.
Hey.
And I'll tell you why. The R33 sucks. Okay.
Whoa.
Go ahead, Armand.
Okay.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Listen
So
to
the
Eminem, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
Okay, that's just unnecessary. When you look at like the GTR lineage, at least not including the R35, because that's available in America. No one really cares. The R32 is the lightest of them, so they're probably the more like fun to drive. And my brother has a shop that he has. It's HP Logic. He partners with Jack, and they build these cars all day. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to like just ride in these things. And they recently built one that had a sequential transmission in it, and it had 650 horsepower. And that thing was honestly unlike any car I've ever seen or been in, because it's just all the power all in one go, and you shift in like less than half a second. So I totaled this build to be $120,000. So
You're
the
doing it with
logic
the
in that,
sequential box.
yeah, I'm doing it with the sequential transmission, and I don't want to push more than like 650 horsepower, because with that sequential transmission, it is like absolutely nuts. So if you can get the car for like 30 to 40, which is very reasonable, you can do that, and then the rest of the parts just go into the sequential transmission and, you know, Garrett turbos and getting the intake manifold and, you know, all that fancy stuff. 120 is pretty reasonable. So that puts me at 470. All right, we're
So
like
far,
halfway there.
let's just be clear. So far, the investment guy has spent $180,000 on modifications.
Yeah, okay, we're car fanatics here, bro. We like to enjoy the car. There's no investing in cars.
I like that. Okay,
There used to be back in the day, and then the market got flooded
Not
out with
anymore.
people. Yeah, exactly. Oh god, let me remove my background. Okay, so, now let's talk about the track.
Oh.
Obviously, we need track cars. Okay.
Yeah, let's
And
talk
there's
about it,
gonna
Ayaan.
Let's talk about it, right? So clearly, no one is really good at the track immediately. So you don't want to like die in like a, you know, very expensive car. So I got 2 track cars. I got like my track car that I really don't care if I hit something in it because it'll be cheaper and easy to fix. And then I got like my cool track car that is expensive. Wow. So let's start off with the cool track car that's expensive because that's pretty straightforward. I think, you know, there's a few choices that people will pick. This is probably going to intersect with some people in this chat. And that is GT3 RS. Okay.
Yes.
I think this is a cool, fun car. I don't care that it's going to be paddle shifting because I think for a more like high performance car that you get really good at racing, you're going to want paddle shifters and not like stick shift.
Very satisfying.
And it's satisfying. And this car, it's super tight. I've ridden in like 2, but not the 991s and the 997s. And they just hug the ground. And, you know, you really feel it when you're like hitting those corners. Okay, so then now let's I didn't get a photo of this car actually because I put this very last second because I had 40 grand left over. But it is actually going to be, oh, wait, hold on. I didn't talk about the price. GT3 RS you can get for 200 grand.
Easy.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same point there.
Easy.
Okay, so that puts me at 670. So talking about another race car that makes no sense, but I had 40 grand left over. An LS swapped Miata track car.
What?
It makes sense. Think about it. Because a Miata is the ultimate like beginner's track car, right? So I'll probably get it. I'll drive it. I'll hang out. Then when I get better at driving and I still want to practice like, you know, banging through gears with the clutch and everything like that, you put an LS in it. That's not that expensive. There are kits to make an LS swap Miata. It's been done a lot. That's like 40
grand. Overdone. But the thing is, number one, it's a Miata, so
hey, don't hate on the Miatas, okay? Don't hate on the Miatas.
I hate Miatas, all right? I hate.
Okay, that's fine. I hate them too, but at the end of the day, if you crash a Miata, it costs you like $10 to fix.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Give credit where credit's due.
There's other cars for that too, but
yeah, they're really good. You're probably gonna pick an S2K or something.
So how much money are we at, Ayaan?
So now we're at 710. Okay. 290 left. All right. These fools know that I absolutely love this car. And I've always
I know what it is. Okay.
I know what it is.
There we go.
They already know.
There, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
there we go.
Get this sideways. So ACR Viper. I've always loved Vipers growing up. Yeah. I think when I was like 5 years old, the first car I said I wanted was a Viper. They kept discontinuing it and recontinuing this and that and this and that. Then when this ACR Viper came out, I looked at it and I'm like, I'm going to get this car one day. I think this is probably going to be my first car I get that's going to be over 100 grand. I'm hoping the prices don't come up, but I'm kind of guessing that this car is definitely going to be a collector's car one day because it's the last like V10 giant motor, naturally aspirated stick shift car that was produced now that everyone's switching over to like dual clutch transmissions and everything.
Until they come out with another one.
Yeah, exactly. Which they're probably going to do in like 2024. Well, God knows.
But who knows? They may not be able to do the same V10. I don't know. That's
exactly. And all these companies are going bankrupt right now too. So who knows if they'll be able to afford making this car in the near future. But I love this car. It's going to give you that like loud rumble of getting 6 miles per gallon. It's going to be loud as heck. And you're just going to feel satisfied when you floor it. All right. So then, you know, with $1 million, you still, what?
If you don't die.
Yeah, if you don't die. That's also true. But remember, I'm going to be racing my LS Swap Miata, son.
Oh yeah, let's race a Miata so I know how to drive my ACR actual track car.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like
On
my
the
like.
street.
That's gonna be like my like baby car, kind of. Like I'm gonna baby it, take care of it, garage queen.
Keep the
Probably not
mic
gonna see
up.
track time.
I'm very curious on what the last one's gonna be now.
Okay, so now here's the
'Cause
thing.
I
Okay, by
can't
the way.
guess because you've named pretty much all of them except for like
Yeah,
a
you've
hot
named the
rod
ones that
GTR.
you know I would get already. So that's at 860. We're at 860. That leaves 140 grand in cap space. Now remember, listen, I'm a normal guy just like you and me. I like to go places. I get groceries, pick up the kids from soccer practice. You guys picking up what I'm putting down?
I know.
I have no idea what you're
I know.
Dude, what's the best car to pick up the kids in soccer practice?
A Ford Taurus.
Obviously a wagon.
Obviously.
Yeah, buddy.
Obviously a wagon. So, G63, nothing special. So that you can get one for $140. This is the new body style, but you wait till prices go down in the secondhand market.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
not much.
we won't take into consideration the fact that there's a substantial markup on them, but yeah.
Nah, but you got to wait till the used car prices settle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my $1 million garage.
That's it's a good combination. It's got a little bit of kind of like, hey, I'm a humble car guy, but it's also got a little bit of that YouTube money stuff, like it's got a twin turbo Huracan in it. What can I say?
I like that you picked categories instead of just I have $1 million. I'm gonna buy just random things because that's what I did.
I did that too.
But
I can't wait to roast
for anyone
you.
that doesn't know Ayaan, he has lists for every dream aspiration that he's got. So he's got a watch list, he's got a car list.
I got a favorite rappers list.
One of my favorite things.
Shut up. What'd you say, Zach?
One of my favorite things that Ayaan does that I actually started doing is every single day he'll take his notes and make it his phone background. So he knows constantly what he's doing
to-do
for the
list.
day.
Yep.
I
Discovered
have a
that in high
whiteboard.
school.
I have a whiteboard for that now.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
but
can't
Ayaan
check it
has
when
it
you're
in his
like
pocket.
out.
Well, when I'm out, I know what I'm doing.
All
Well,
right,
who's going next?
I can go.
Yeah, why don't you go?
We can run through the best list now.
You're saving it for second to last, which is me.
So
Well, you're going last because you're going to be the most controversial. I already know.
oh yeah, Armand, 100% Armand goes last. Oh yeah,
Okay.
because when the Zoom,
we can roast him the most. So,
because the Zoom meeting is going to run out of minutes by the time he's done anyway. All right, so I need to
Quick.
What was that?
What?
All right, so I'm going to share my desktop.
Okay. We can see it.
Is it the Bugatti?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
That's
that's
more
not,
than $1 million,
that
by
is
the way.
clearly
Just
that's my
FYI.
desktop background.
Are you sure? Okay.
All right. So the first car on our list.
Pontiac Aztec.
No.
Yeah.
It's a very special car. It makes a sound unlike anything else you could probably imagine out there right now. It's one of the last of its breed, and in the manual version, it's extremely expensive.
Ah, yeah, I know.
Hold on, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Oh,
There you go.
Man.
An LP640 coupe, but this one is an E-gear because you can get them for about $200,000. It has to be an LP640 though.
Of course.
The sound that this car makes, I would straight pipe it immediately. Doesn't need anything else. Just need to straight pipe it. If you're really feeling fancy, you can put some wheels on it, but it looks fine. I take it as it is.
You got longer too.
That interior is fucking beautiful.
Amazing. And there's your F word for
Dude,
the day.
wow, there's the first.
Buddy.
Now we gotta rate this
I was gonna use it.
So that's the first one. So we're at 200 grand, LP640, straight pipe.
Greatest,
B12.
one of the greatest car sounds of all time.
B12, man. It is, it's something else. So, this is not going to be unexpected because, your boy has some particular interests.
AMG coming up.
Yeah, to Ayaan's point, you got to have something to just putt around town in. And unfortunately, I also
there it is. There's the intersection.
G63. But I would do a matte black. And this is a edition 1 car, so it's got the red outline, it's got the diamond stitch interior. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. And the reason this is actually the only new car on my list, because it has the best technology that Mercedes has to offer. It has the augmented navigation screen, like augmented reality navi. It's got I don't think these have heads-up displays, but I mean the option features, and it's got the 2 dual screens in the front, like amazing, the best technology. The ride is interesting. It's probably the best terrible dumb car that you can buy, but I think the new one they've refined a lot. I haven't driven the new one. I've driven a bunch of the old ones, and even those are awesome. But G63 and Ayaan, I did the same thing as you. I looked at MSRP on this. I didn't mark up, but in a couple years, so I looked at, we're at 150 on this. So far 350 grand.
Okay, yeah, you got 150 because you put the diamond stitch and that's 10 grand.
Yeah, 10 grand. All right, so this next car, again, not going to come as a surprise because, again, very near and dear to me, but Nismo GTR R35.
R35. All
right.
It's going to be a Nismo, but I knew it was going to be there.
Well,
you got to get the top of the line. I mean,
it has to be because, I had an R35 GTR. It was a 2013. It was white. It was incredible. I love the car. Always, ever since. So fun fact, Ayaan's older brother is one of his older brothers, one of my best friends, and he got one of the first GTRs in my city when it first came out. And and this is when we were in college, and he let me drive that car, and it changed my life. So I'm like, I want one of those cars. Like, it was epic. Anyway, the Nismo, it's got very, very special features to it. Like, all these little, side panels and rear. I mean, you can get those in carbon fiber, and it's got very dedicated body panels. I think the only body panel on this car that's the same as the regular car is, I believe, the doors and the roof, because I think even the hood is different. But every other body panel they've changed. It's got a massive wing on the back. I just think it's cool, and it can double as track duty.
Yeah.
Fair.
The best part is this car was like 150 grand when it was new. And for some reason, you can find like one with 2,000 miles for like 105. So I just counted it as 100 grand.
That's fair.
Yeah, we'll let that go.
Let that ride.
We'll let that Tootsie slide.
Honorable mention. I was kind of debating. I just have a lot of fond feelings for the R35, but I debated between a Mine's R34 Skyline and this, and
that was tough too for me, but
yeah, Mine's Skyline has always been really cool. I like white GTRs, but the Mine's Skyline, it just reminds me of Gran Turismo. So anyway, on to the next one. This one, it also makes a fantastic sound, unlike any other vehicle, unless
Can you do an impression of the sound?
So
C63 Black Series.
No. But so this car is also very near and dear to my heart. Again, you're going to see I have a trend in engines being one of the driving factors of some of these cars. But again, not going to come as a surprise. Lambo number 2.
Seriously?
Yeah, I would do.
One of his favorites.
It has to be. Oh God, this is
Superleggera.
It has to be an 08 Superleggera, though, not the LP car, the 08. So for those who don't know, it's a lot more brutal than the LP cars. The LP cars were a little softer, a little quieter, a little more refined. But these 08 cars, the way the transmission shifted, it just kicked you in the back. And oh God, it's just such a good car. It's a very visceral feeling car.
It's raw. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It was one of the first special edition Gallardos, like, the first type of Superleggera Performante sort of deal for the Gallardos. I just absolutely love the car. This is another car that can kind of double for track duties as well, because it is like lightweight version of the Gallardo. But again, only thing this car needs, I don't want to put a UGR kit on it. No, it just needs straight pipes, and that's it. I want both the Lambos to have straight pipes, and that's it. This is 150 grand. So we got 200 plus 150 plus 100 plus 150. What does that put us at? 600?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, you got a lot of cash space for this. All right, let's go.
All right. So the next one, it might come a little bit of a surprise, but again, I got a very fondness for this specific V8 engine. And it is the Armand knows what it is, baby.
We already know.
Armand knows what it is, baby.
You already know what it is, dog.
CLK
Oh,
63
Yep.
Black Series.
Wow.
It's got the 6.2 liter V8.
Beautiful.
I was fortunate enough to have two C63s with this motor, and I unfortunately, because I got in and out of them both with it, both I owned only for a year because I wanted to not lose money, but I didn't get to do what I wanted to do, which Armand knows what it is, tune and headers. And this car, you put tune and headers on it. You can put some, again, you could do some aesthetics to it. It becomes one of the most perfect, just
So good.
incarnations of a car, like, ever. So CLK 63 Black Series. I counted this at
60. I'm
10
guessing.
minutes.
Yeah, 60.
10 minutes.
Whoa.
So I counted this at 60. So I got 340 left. All right. So the last one, this one, it's not going to come as a surprise at all.
Wait, this is the last car.
This is the last car for $340,000.
Is it? Oh man, 720S.
Well, Ayaan, you spoke to me a little bit when you said you needed a stupid power car.
Oh,
And I need something with 1,500 horsepower in my life.
at least.
God.
So how do you get 1,500 horsepower in the car I'm about to show you? Well, you add $100,000 to the price range or to the price tag, and well, let's be real here. There's only one option.
Oh,
Are we thinking
surprising.
bad GT?
I was waiting for one.
so you would build a motor?
Yeah. So basically, I take Ford GT 0506. Well, one that I've got, and I'm not counting that. So you buy it again, right?
Yeah, of course. Same thing.
About 250 grand, 240 grand for a good version with decent mileage. And you take it to Hefner and they put 1,500 horsepower into the car, or, they basically
Casually.
give it some gigantic turbos and exhaust system. I mean, they have to fully rebuild the engine at that point. 'Cause
Oh, yeah,
I know the stage 1 kit, which I think it gets you like 700 or 750
It has
horsepower.
to be 800 because the car makes some pretty decent
Yeah.
power.
I'm trying to think. Like, I think it's a 800 horsepower kit. It's 35 grand, and so anything after that, it's a custom build after that. But it's about 100 grand to do what you want to do. So now that brings me to $1 million. But yeah, I mean, it covers all the bases. I mean, I've got all the engine notes that I want. I've got a stupid fast car. I've got my family car / daily driver, and I've got track car. So
I like it. I like it because you went for the car sounds, and I think that's very important because the thing these days cars are almost kind of sounding the same. You're kind of getting a lack of diversity as far as exhaust notes go in today's market. So going back to the old school like V12s and V10s, like that's addicting. Those sounds.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
it's fun.
All right,
All right.
fellas.
Wow.
Z Cranes. What we
All
got,
right,
baby?
so on the note, well, for you guys that don't know, I
don't know.
I never really modded a car. And I think it goes back to kind of how I was raised. My dad
His childhood.
was a massive car guy.
God, here we go. I didn't ask for an autobiography.
Here we
He
go.
only likes
The rest
new
of the 7
cars,
minutes.
and he hates problems. So my first car, which has an unnecessary amount of power from factory. Are we ready for this?
Wow.
Unnecessary amount of power.
Unnecessary amount of power.
Unnecessary amount of power from factory.
E36M3.
Boom.
Can't see it.
Yeah, dude. What
can't
your
see it.
image is like messed
Can't
up or
see it.
something,
What
bro.
do you mean it's messed up?
Click
No,
it.
you can't
Wait.
see it.
Are you on share screen? Or?
How about now?
Oh, there we go.
Ah,
There we go.
okay. Oh, this
GT2.
is so expected. Yeah, I
GT2
expect.
RS.
The Widowmaker.
Interesting.
I expect.
I like that.
That puts me out of the gate at 250 grand.
In
Yeah.
what universe is a GT2 RS 250 grand?
What year are you talking? Like,
Well, hold
Brand new.
on.
you can get one for 320. I think.
We didn't count our markups on the G63. So
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay. You're talking factory, like.
Yeah,
all right.
Hold on.
I'll let it slide.
I could have sworn it's 270 MSRP.
Continue, child.
270?
But go on. I'll fact check that.
Let's do 300. Let's say 300 because I got room.
Okay. 300. I'm
leave
okay
it
with
to
that.
Zach.
300,000.
It's 300. It's base price of 293 too.
All right, so let's put
300. 300.
300.
So you're gonna be the guy that has no options on his GT2 RS. Okay.
Pure
No, we'll give them options.
Pure
We'll give them options.
spec.
300.
All right, so that's the first. All right. Second, any guesses on what my family car would be?
Hold on.
Family car.
I said this before.
A 328i.
How many kids do you want again? Like 2?
Yeah, 2.
Okay, it's definitely it's an M3.
It's an X5M.
It's an M3.
Oh, I think the image is loading or something. It looks funny.
Hold on.
Oh, this looks like a BMW advertisement, though. It
does.
like dude, it looks like I'm going to see Ultimate Driving
There
Machine.
it is.
It's an M5. I
M5.
knew it.
I knew it.
Yep.
I
Makes
said,
sense.
actually, no, I said X5M.
I knew it
I
was
would like an X5.
Same motor.
But the M5, especially the new M5, I live up north, so it's all-wheel drive now. It is so brutally
Yeah, they are.
fast. Oh, my
They are.
God. Thing is a monster. And honestly, hopefully my next car might be an M5. I'm looking at prices. I think it's going to be an M5.
The 2014s to 15s are actually like pretty reasonably priced. Like they're affordable.
Yeah, they're like 35, 40 grand.
and
Exactly.
That's
Very
where I
affordable.
want to be. But anyway,
A lot
this
of car.
brand new is 100 grand. So now
Yeah,
we're
okay.
at 400 grand, my friends, in
Wow.
the dream garage.
I'm pretty
So
sure this dude said he
two
had
new
4 cars too.
2 new cars. Going by Zach's, I mean, you know, his dad taught him he doesn't like to buy used cars.
Now, what is my supercar going to be, gentlemen?
You got a GT2 RS, so it's kind of hard.
I was going to say, how's that not the
Yeah, I get. All right. Well, my crazy exotic old car.
Oh, crazy exotic old car.
Not that old, but old.
Mercy SV.
It's going to be an
Alright, well,
SLR.
Well, all right. Ayaan ruined the whole thing, but yes.
What are you talking about? Ruined? You asked me.
Ooh, the no wing option. I love
Hold
that.
on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. So how much do you think this car costs, Zach?
So, this is actually from an advertisement that I saw.
Okay.
Okay. What does it say?
This was 400 grand.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Oh
He's got
my
600.
God.
He's got 600. So you got 200 left after this. That's fine.
So I got 200 grand left, but so this one was
Wait,
400
hold on.
grand.
Hold on.
What?
In what universe does he have? Yeah, you're right.
No. Yeah, 300.
Yeah,
100.
you're right.
400 plus
400. Yeah. He said 600.
800. I have 200 left.
So you
So
have 200 left. Okay. Yeah.
okay, so this car, it means a lot to me because when I was a kid, you know, you didn't really see a lot of Lamborghinis and Ferraris where I'm from. It's all old people that have either Porsches or Ferraris, and that's it. Whenever I would see a Lamborghini, I would go crazy. And then when Batman came out, I was all about the Murcielago. Then they released the SV, and I'm like, I need to have this car. I have one of these as a model next to my bed. So this is a car that really speaks to me. And actually, when I went to California when I was a kid, I saw one of these in person, and it was just unbelievable.
Less than a minute, boys.
We got less than a minute, boys.
Do the reveal. Do the reveal.
Now, my last.
Hurry up.
It's gonna get cut off.
Here we go. This is a surprise to you boys.
Hurry up.
No.
Now we gotta wait for the photo to load. Hold on.
It's gonna be a cheap one, though.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
I
What?
like that.
Yeah,
It's gonna
how?
be a cheap one.
That's a 722.
Stuff right now.
A 722 is not 200 grand.
All right. I didn't have enough time to find a pick, so I found a pick of a 722. But it's gonna be a regular one. It's gonna be a cheap one. That's my
There is no cheap SLR, my friend. There is no
Yeah,
cheap.
dude.
You
The
may
prices went up.
it may
have
cost
going
you a
up,
little
but
less to
I'll
buy,
squeeze-
but
I'm a shrewd negotiator. I'll squeeze it in there somehow. I'll find.
I'll give it to him. I'll give it to
I'll
him.
give it to him.
That's my
Not a
$1 million.
722.
it's gonna be a
Not a
salvage title.
Salvage title,
title.
3 accident, 7 owners.
I'll find a way. I'll find a way.
All right.
Those are my $1 million cars.
Found a way.
We're gonna start a new meeting just for Armand to go through his.
All right, guys. BRB. BRB.
All right. All right. So we may have outstayed our welcome on the free
A
version.
free
of the app
welcome
that
because
we're
we're
using. Yeah,
still
we're free
poor.
welcome. So we left off with Zach.
Going way over budget.
Who
Zach
thought
going
he can
over
get a
budget.
722 SLR for 200 grand?
So we said there is a chance that he could find a regular SLR for 200 grand.
And off camera, we actually found one for 209,000. It had 20,000 miles, and it was an 06 base.
Fair enough.
You know, negotiation, 200 grand, sure.
So basically, what you guys are saying is you left the best for last.
Oh no.
So we wanted the most roastability for the last person going.
You guys are gonna roast me. It's pretty.
In Ayaan's terminology, the roast quotient needs to be.
That's correct.
You like
So
that?
I have a lot of cars for $1 million.
That's why we made a new meeting just for you.
Yeah, pretty much. I will start. Okay, should I go? Yeah.
No, let's wait
What do
another
you think
20
does it-
minutes.
Yeah, let's just
Okay.
wait.
Look, we'll do it on the
So-
next Zoom meeting.
Sharing screen. I'm sharing the screen.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Armand.
I'm not here.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I wonder.
The
Whose car
first
is
one
that?
Oh,
is obvious.
you're
You
getting
guys-
this one.
Needs no introduction.
Why would you do that?
Because it's sick. I'm always gonna have one of these. Always.
Why is that 120?
No, that's
Canadian.
Canadian.
Wait,
this,
is this the Euro spec? No, it's not.
no, this is the Kanagia version.
That's a nice car.
85 grand. This thing's a steal. I put it on there because they're not making the 6.2 anymore. It's one of the best sounding Mercedes motors ever.
Facts.
Top
Facts.
Okay, I will say the best sounding V8 in my opinion.
That's a good
I cannot
opinion. I don't
disagree.
agree with it.
I
but-
cannot disagree with that. Name one V8 that's better.
No. I have to think about it, so that's why I'm saying I'm not disagreeing with it yet.
In terms of numbers, I can actually name a V8 that's better. And in
What do you
terms
mean
of
numbers?
Kramer
in
thinks
terms
that
of numbers, you can't argue with it because the numbers are the numbers.
What?
What numbers?
It's a 5.0 Mustang.
Okay. No,
What?
okay. Okay. All right.
You can
All right.
look it up. You can look it up. As far as BMAP goes, or compression, it is the best engine. Meaning, if you were to put a turbo on it, it would create the most boost pressure.
I got a reason. I got a reason for this. Specific. You gotta get one. It has to be specific. It has to have the track
Specific.
package.
Specific.
Obviously.
Specific.
Aero package needs to be there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is number one, obviously.
No,
All right, yeah,
no
yeah.
surprise.
No
All
surprise.
right. So 85. We're at 85.
Now you got 10
stats.
cars left.
No, okay. The
Look
other
at,
one.
look at all the tabs he has open.
Oh God. Let me just put this in my little Excel sheet.
This is my daily car. One of my daily cars. This is
7
actually
days in a week.
Bag Lexus LS.
no.
Because his real daily turned into a freaking unusable. Oh, it's my daily, and then it became unusable.
No. This is actually. I'm very impressed that I found this. I found a Brabus E63 wagon.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that. Okay, how much?
I like
99
this.
grand.
100? Okay.
Dude, yeah, I approve of this.
That's a
Oh,
good one.
yeah.
That's a good onion.
Perfect.
That's a good one. How much
Definitely-
horsepower does this one have?
Needs to be lowered. Let me check. 25,000 miles.
It doesn't
That's a
need to be
good on you.
lowered. It's a daily.
It does need more low.
It needs bags.
You have a
for
lowering
sure.
module.
It already does have airbags. You just need the lowering module, like the young boy said.
And it's on ADV1s, which is sick.
Ooh.
But they're not red.
Yeah.
I love you, Sultan.
I'm guessing this thing's probably like around 800 horsepower.
Are you sure about that, or is it just the exhaust?
I don't know. Let's check. Under the engine bay.
Oh yeah, look at the engine bay. Oh god, I love
Oh,
those.
dude, you know what car I should have changed? I actually want the new RS6 Avant, but But
I
it's
thought
too
that's
late.
what you were gonna pick. Yeah.
man, I
old Volkan, just like no air,
Man.
no air. Look at that.
All right, show us the next car. You got 100 cars here.
okay. You
Next
got,
car, also not surprised. You guys know this is like I love this.
okay.
Dude, I love all of these. These are so good. Okay.
Okay.
Evo 2.
Yeah. Oh my God. You would spend 200 grand on it? I love it too, but
I would
I don't love it that much.
200 grand.
Yeah, 50 grand max.
Dude,
For a piece of history, I mean.
no, but
Sure.
this makes sense to some degree.
It's Armand. It's Armand.
Because
It makes sense.
this car gave birth to the C63. You know, like there would be no C63.
C63 and gave birth to the M3.
It did.
Oh.
Technically, that is true.
No, but that's actually true. So
Yeah, I know, but still, I like doing shots
Dude, this
fired.
is such a perfect car, though. It's so amazing.
Good. It has adjustable suspension, still self-leveling,
Dog leg.
manual. It's so perfect. 2.5 Cosworth engine.
But it's not worth 200 grand.
I don't care if it's worth.
Yeah, but it's an antique. It's a historical car. Like you can kind of charge wherever you want.
Pretty much.
I guess.
I saw one of these in person. It was life-changing. I don't know. It was so sick.
I saw one in Stuttgart.
Yep. I had a.
You saw it at the museum.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is like the big papa to that. This is so sick. I always want one. I found one for like 120,000 euros, but it's still a lot of money. But I'll probably never buy one. But
Yeah.
if I had $1 million, I would probably. This is something I would pick
You
up.
shouldn't say if, though. It's when.
When?
I already said that. Okay, you're at 385.
So,
he's holding you to the dollar, dude.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to get accurate.
How much exactly I had left? I had.
We don't care how much you have left. What's the next car?
I'm going to bed.
So, this is the next one that I'd pick.
Ooh.
Typical.
You guys know those two cars are ones that I've wanted, but I would not pick a more expensive one, 155 grand. Reason being, I'm going to track it anyways, and it's in Orlando.
Wait, hold on. That's 155?
Yes.
The prices went down that much?
Yeah, they're going down even more, actually.
So basically, Ayaan,
Wow,
Ayaan overpaid.
100 miles, clean title. It's not the most pretty. I mean, it's just white, but
It do not matter.
Exactly.
No, that's a dang good car. Okay, I'm gonna round it up to 160 for round numbers.
Okay.
And Armand, did you check the Carfax on that car by chance?
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, I don't believe that.
Carfax.
Salvage title.
It might not have
auto check report.
You have to buy it.
Buy it.
What?
Listen,
What are you buying?
What are you
they're
buying?
cheap. I'll give this to Armand. They are cheap now.
They are
For
cheap.
what they are. They're not cheap.
Listen,
I'll get one tomorrow then. Jeez.
I don't care. This is my track car. If it's been crashed.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
That's fine.
You know? So, another one. This is going to be very surprising.
Uh-oh.
Probably not.
Probably
Story
a BMW. It's going to be a BMW.
No BMWs on this list.
All right, swag.
Oh, that's hard to believe.
I saw this car in person. It's in Tampa now. And I was like, I never really paid attention to them, right? Sips tea. But I never really paid attention to them. But seeing this car changed my opinion on this in general. It just changed my
Leans in for dramatic effect.
Boom. 348.
Really?
Interesting.
Really, though?
They're not the best, I agree. Okay, but they look good. I like what's going on here with the fog lights. I like the pop-ups.
They're good-looking cars, man. They're the baby Testarossa.
You
Yeah,
like the front end situation. That's what's got you going.
I like this.
Why not just get a 355 though?
I like the 355. I feel like this is more aggressive in my opinion.
This is more lonely driver.
Yeah, it's more.
This is definitely.
You know what? It's more Radwood, and that's what Armand is. Armand's a Radwood guy.
Like I said,
Yeah, that's true.
He probably wants to bag and camber it.
That's the problem.
There is one that's bagged though, but I saw this specific car at Chris's shop, C2 Design.
Oh, this exact car.
Exact car. So
Hey.
the guy bought it and brought it there.
That's sick.
And this car is sick.
All right, Ayaan, math it up.
Wait, how much is that? What is that?
53.5.
55,
Wow.
round up.
55. 50.
55.
All right. Yeah, we are at the whopping 600 stacks.
God.
Whoa.
Fleet of
Okay.
hookies.
Just go.
Next one. This This is not surprising. Volkan, you definitely, this is more towards your.
I already saw because you hovered over the picture.
Yeah.
Ah, stupid head.
Oh, yeah. But hold on, though. But I see something a little different on this one.
If I had the choice, okay,
It's hitting a little different, boy.
this color is it's the best color on this car in my opinion.
Grigio Telesto.
Yep. And
I love this color, but if you could find a Verde Ithaca Gallardo,
I'm the
You gotta
same.
get bright
I would
colors.
I would prefer Verde.
oh, what's that?
Oh.
Hey, hold on.
wow.
We just met. Whoa.
What is that?
Check the title on
Okay.
that, bro. Check the title
Also,
on that.
another one. Hold on. What are those two things right there?
No, I already saw Underground Racing. This is wow. This is
That's a
impressive.
deal.
Dude, hold on. I got an idea. Let's start a GoFundMe. Link in the description to buy this car for the squad.
We need this. Holy crap.
Stage X Gallardo.
By the way, what's
Yeah.
what's the weekly commute car going to be? We need a car for all of us.
Well, we can afford a Miata, so it's probably gonna be a Miata.
Hold
Hold on, Zach. First of all, let me see them pants again, boy. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing pajamas. It's 11 o'clock at night.
And
It's
by the way, this is
literal-
what we do on Friday nights at 11 o'clock.
ceramic coated. It's a video. It has a
Yeah,
video.
we don't. It's UGR, bro. It's reputable. It's all good in the hood.
With this specific car, I'm gonna play it real quick.
Double clutching like you
You
used
want me
to.
to play
What?
videos? You don't.
Like,
Hi guys,
it's
this is
gotta be
Chris
like
from
a-
UGR, and this is our
90K
2,000 horsepower.
Can't we just go
And
1320?
Parker Nierstein.
Oh, 1320.
6-speed manual.
Thank you,
Fast
Armand. We
forward,
couldn't see that.
please.
Okay.
Cletus in this video? Is he gonna pop out?
Listen to that.
Oh no, there's no debate. Oh
There's no
god.
debate. This has to be in the list. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
no, leave it to Armand to find the best examples. I don't like the wheels, though.
I love
Okay,
it.
whatever. 200 grand. That's a damn good deal. That car probably costs like 350 to 400 to build.
Yeah. This next car is also interesting.
You have 200 grand left.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it. My bad, dude.
You got it like that.
This is a car more from an investment standpoint than
Hold on.
Ooh.
Give us some hints. Give us some hints.
it is not something that we would usually pay. No.
No
It's
kidding.
No.
It skips our mind. It's not a car that people talk about it, but we definitely don't talk about it.
It's a Lotus.
It's similar. It's not a Lotus, but it's similar to a Lotus. If you put in that same category, kind of.
It's a Fisker.
It's a
no-
track toy.
It's a. Oh, you're getting a radical
Nope.
No. It's that other thing. Oh my gosh.
Ultima
Ariel
GTR.
Adam.
Nope.
Ultima GTR.
No. What's it called, dude? I forgot what it's
You
called.
guys are overthinking this way too much.
All right,
No,
just
it's
do
that
it.
weird kit car. It's like
No.
it has an LS in
It
it.
is no kit car. It is a factory vehicle.
Factory 5. No.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
VR.
You're
Oh
stupid.
my god. You
9,000
would spend
miles.
$56,000 on this?
9,000 miles. One of 699 built. Okay.
I like the
One
color.
of 21 in that color with no stereo and no AC.
Do you know what's interesting?
We live in Florida, bro. You don't want air conditioning, you sure?
You know what's interesting? When I
Yeah.
was buying when my dad was buying me my first car, the good old Accord, when we were at the dealership, there was a brand new yellow CR S2K sitting in the dealership, which is
Oh.
and I always loved that car. I always loved the S2000. but
What
like
motor is in it?
2.2. It's a F series, I'm pretty sure.
2.0.
But why is this one like so expensive?
Because it's a CR. It's
Special
lightened.
edition.
It's special edition.
What is
All
CR?
right, it's just
Back
rare.
wing.
Crazy race.
Yeah.
It has the Recaro seats in it with like the carbon Kevlar in the
It
middle,
is
whatever.
something that is forgotten. That should have been last week when we spoke about forgotten cars. That should
The
have been.
reason I put this car on this list is because they are going up like crazy. This car is probably right now $5,000 more than it sold for.
Interesting.
Wow. Interesting.
So
Interesting indeed.
I don't know how it's gonna be now, but we're not gonna talk about that.
All right. Any more cars?
So basically, what
Armand.
Armand said was, he's got a seat at every table of car enthusiast world.
Yeah, 2 more cars.
Oh God.
Yeah. You got plenty of space. You got
This one-
144.
Is similar to a car that I own now.
Oh no.
But the reason that I picked this car in specific was because when I was a wee lad, so like 2 years ago, I
Last
saw
week.
a car sitting at a car dealership. I was passing by, and my dad had his Mark IV Jetta at the time. And I saw this car in specific. It was sitting on it was at a weird Chevy dealership or something local. And it was sitting and it had silver BBS wheels and it was blue. This car made me.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then.
Yep.
So I have an R32 as well, but
Looks like we're running out of time. Armand spent all this time.
He sounds
time
so
we got left?
defeated.
10 minutes.
It's
10
fine.
minutes, that's fine.
One more car.
Oh, whoops.
How much is this? How much is this?
This is $20,000. We'll round
What
up.
the? God, you
Like,
spend that much
what
on
happens
that?
when you give
It has
a
54,000 miles.
How, Armin? You're
Okay,
you're 18
whatever.
now.
All right,
What happens
last
when you
card.
give an
I don't
18-year-old
wanna
$1
roast
million?
you too
He
hard
goes
on
and buys
that.
R32 Volkswagens.
He buys the
I would
wrong
do something with
R32.
this. I would go to HPA, okay, and I would do their 3.6 whatever motor twin turbo, and this thing would be 900 horsepower.
100 grand
What
later.
car?
No, it's like $80,000.
On what? This?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put that as $100,000 then.
Wait, no, he's not doing it. Oh, wait, you are doing it?
I'm doing it.
Okay, that's fine because you still got $44,000.
Okay, never mind. I'm not doing it.
All right,
Full build. So we're just gonna say add $25,000 to this.
so $45,000 is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
This one is not a surprise at all. I also own a version of this.
You got
Yeah.
$99,000.
It's gonna be a. Ooh.
It's an older car.
I'm thinking it's an old Benz.
Oh, it's a C43.
Nope.
It is a E60.
It's an SEC. Oh, it's an SL600 with the straight pipe, so it sounds like a Pagani.
Vulcan, you were close.
Ooh, really?
Actually, really close, but
All right,
no,
bring
you were
it up.
close, but
All right, just bring it up.
I
We're
know what
running
it
out of
is. It's a
time.
hammer.
500E Rentec 6-liter.
That's
That's
sick.
a nice car.
My
Yeah.
friend Blake, shouts out to you. I talked to you on Instagram. You're cool. He sold this car. This is Rentex E60 spec car.
How much did that sell for?
$62,000.
Dang, that's interesting.
That is.
Let me just say something. We make fun of each other all the time, BMW, Mercedes. We have an appreciation for all cars here.
Yep.
We just like to joke around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
of
actually
course.
used to have an S5, so I like other brands.
I mean,
So,
I
yeah,
really
this
like other
thing-
brands because
We don't respect the PT Cruiser, though. I'm sorry. I just gotta throw that out there.
I can't love the PT Cruiser. I'm sorry.
Yeah, or like the Chevy HHR. That also.
I do like one person's PT Cruiser. It's Chris.
Oh, yeah, Ken, you're me.
Oh, yeah, dude, the SRT 6 or 4,
Yeah,
whatever
like
it is.
from way back in the day in college days, we had a friend. If Sahir makes it, I doubt Sahir will make it this far in the podcast. But we had a friend who he modified his PT Cruiser because that was his car in college. And dude, the thing sounded. It was basically a Dodge Neon SRT4 PT.
That's
Cruiser.
ridiculous.
I remember hearing this car pull up to the meet, and I'm like, wow, what the heck is that? I turn around, I'm like, there's something behind that, right? And you just see this PT Cruiser roll in, like, loud as hell.
Oh, man.
Do I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else. No.
Nah, you're
I do
good.
not have anything else.
You're done.
Yeah, you got 963,000. That's not bad of a day's work.
The rest of the money could be towards something else in the future because I'm
Maintenance.
probably not going to be stuck with these cars for the rest of my life.
That could be like the oil change.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
So, yeah.
So, leave a comment below on whose picks were best. And smash the subscribe button.
It's fine. Nothing.
Ayaan, please. Actually,
Is that what we do here?
Ayaan has the most subscribers out of all of us right now.
No big deal. I got all my aunts and stuff just sharing my stuff. If you look at my
newest channel
YouTube,
too.
I
That's
gotta
also
share this
true.
with my family overseas too. You're right.
you know what the funniest part is though, is like when you look at my YouTube analytics, only 60% is watched in America. The other 40% is around the world. It's really funny because like all my aunts live different parts of the world because I'm foreign and stuff. So
I'm gonna start sending my videos to you to blast your ants. Just say you're in it.
yeah, but you can't
Ayaan.
curse. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't share this one then, because nobody's
Yeah,
gonna
right.
watch our
This
video.
was fun. It was sick having you. For sure.
Oh, yeah, this is a lot of fun. Hopefully, I'm a reoccurring character.
Yeah. We'll get you on.
A lot of
First
fun.
squad members
All right,
in
I'm
this.
down.
All right.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a walk around of each other's cards or something one day. I don't
Yeah,
know.
one
Just throwing
day.
ideas,
Why not?
you know.
If we decide to do this on a weekend, we'll definitely do like a garage walkthrough or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm
We
down.
can just film each other. I mean, we don't. You can just film it separately and then.
Yeah, and merge the video. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
We can do that as like an actual. Yeah, that's we got a lot of options. So. All right, guys. Well, our meeting's about to end here, but this was an awesome podcast. Again, the weekly commute. We got the whole team on. It's just this is a good time.
We're missing two. Still missing two.
Yeah,
Well,
they got a weird time zone problem, so
we
love them.
Out of the crew, we got the YouTube crew on.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
we got the YouTube crew.
The other ones are real adults.
The problem is,
so,
if
yeah.
they started channels,
Married now, so
Yeah, one of them's married.
Yeah.
expect more videos from me regarding
the
you.
problem is, if they started channels, they would start like jumping sand dunes and stuff, and they'd get like 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
So, hey, shout out to Sully and Honey.
Shout out to Sully and Honey.
Sonny.
Dog, Sultan. I already had a shout out to Sultan.
That's right.
Parting word?
And honey, propane accessories are the
Yeah,
best.
propane.
That was the worst impression of Hank Hill I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, shout out to my barber too, Giovanni.
what happened?
You're wearing a hat. You're wearing a hat, so we don't even know what Giovanni
Oh,
does.
look at the one, crispy. Not this wasn't recent, but look
What happened to social distancing, Armand?
Yeah, dude.
This
You're
was
sending a bad message to our viewers.
before. He's
All
not.
10 viewers.
It's illegal for him to work. He can't.
Good job shouting out his illegal work.
No, bro, he's not doing work right now. Look how it's not.
What would Big Time Tommy say about this?
Yeah.
Big Time Tommy an appearance last week. That's a once a month thing.
All right. You think one day we can get Big Time Tommy on this podcast?
Dude, if we can get Big Time Tommy on this, I will.
I will DM him.
Yeah.
And it will get ignored.
Probably.
I was asking.
All right. Any words of wisdom for the kids?
Buy stocks, be smart, check out my channel, and I'll teach you how to do it.
And don't buy cars. That is my big don't
Buy cars.
buy
Don't
cars.
buy
When Zach brings out the grandfather finger, he's like, "Hey, don't buy it."
The Jewish,
Never forget,
Jewish grandfather.
Don't
Armin, this is your grandfather.
Put that in the video, Volkan. I like that to be there.
I can't.
No, that has some illicit content in there.
Side joke. This is hilarious. All right. This was a good one, guys.
All right, thanks for having me, guys. See you next time.
See ya. We'll catch you.